My name's Channchi Wycliffe, and I guess I'm one of the co-founders of Christ Method Alone.
And I'm Channchi Wycliffe, and I'm the other co-founder.
Christ Method Alone is a campus ministry that we have here, and it actually started more or less formally about 4 years ago in the summer of 2014. My wife, Channchi, she, right after we got married, decided to quit her job and to volunteer as an evangelist on campus. And so through that, we actually ended up, with us and a couple others, we ended up starting to meet in our apartment on Fridays, and we had a care group over there, and that was growing. And so when this was first getting going, we actually needed a name for the ministry, and so the name was called Christ Method Alone, based off of the passage in the book of Ministry of Healing talking about how Christ Method Alone is all that we need to do to reach the people. And so Christ mingled with those around him, and he ministered to their needs, and he treated them as a friend. And then after that, he actually bid them to follow him. And so that was the name of our ministry, that is, and also that's why we operate here.
Freshman year, Haggai introduced me to the space by inviting me on a hike.
I learned about it from Channchi.
I came to find this group through a friend. I rather liked what I found here, a sense of community and escape from the great many difficulties there are as a student.
In this space, in this office space, we do dinner every Friday nights and a discussion on some kind of topic on the Bible. So it's a Bible study and dinner that gear toward people from all kinds of backgrounds.
I'm not religious, but hearing about religious values, I like to incorporate some of them into my lifestyle. And as a non-religious person, you don't really hear about them much outside of these spaces.
We also do how to get 5 A's and 5 A pluses in 1 year at Berkeley and not go crazy.
I was, by God's grace, able to get 5 A's and 5 A pluses my first year back. So after that, I was teaching a class here and there, just about how to get A's and how to do well, and I would help some friends with that. So when the ministry started, my wife was actually talking to different students about what they'd be most interested in terms of how can we help you? You know, what are the things that you think we might be able to help you with? And I think you were saying the majority of people were
Very stressed about school.
Very stressed about school. So how to deal with stress with school, how to do well in school. And so that's really what this program was. So we kind of took it out and brushed it off and put it back together again and started doing the seminar on campus again. And so this time, we kind of put it together, and we actually really put the spiritual principles embedded inside of it. And so we actually were able to do it for a couple of years.
So I ended up going to the A seminar, and that's where I met Sean and Channchi. And from there, I kind of became more involved with CMA. I was able to graduate from Cal in a shorter period of time, and I did 2 majors as well. And so I think a lot of the tips and strategies that Sean and Channchi presented were very helpful to me, at least.
A large part of why we kept doing this for so long is realizing that there are some people that really didn't have a safe space to share about how stressed they are about school. But what we created here is a community that supports students as they're going through difficult times.
Like being at Berkeley, sometimes very stressful, just being around students who only want to study and things like that. So the center was like a safe haven, like a refuge for me to go to, both physically and mentally. So that's why I just kept coming back, because it was just very spiritually filling, and I loved all the activities we did, like going on ski trips, board games, and also the Bible studies that we did were also thought-provoking and interesting. So yeah, I met a lot of cool people, and yeah, it's been an awesome experience.
One day I came and visited, and that's when I saw, oh wow, this is great. This is clearly a place where college students can come and hear about Jesus and have a safe haven on Fridays. This was a chance to get your mind off school and all that stuff.
really, what encouraged me to come back was the sense of community that one can feel permeating throughout the walls of this space.
I didn't expect when Hagai invited me for it to be like a whole integration. Like I had no idea, but I kept coming and made a lot of friends.
You know, for me personally, I'm just happy that I'm able to spread the gospel, every Friday night, and have people to fellowship with every Friday night. But the reality is, as a Christian, even I need that weekly pit stop, that weekly care group, and body of people that I could spend time with, fellowshipping with.
Now we're actually going to be ending the lease here for the Student Center, and this is going to end at the end of July 2018. And so it's a bittersweet moment, of course, because God has called us here specifically to this campus over the last 4 or 5 years, but also just at this special space over the last 3 years. And so much ministry has happened through this, and it's going to be closing at the end of July. But we know that God has plans. When God closes one door, He opens up another. And in our case, He's actually closed this door but opened up 2 doors.
And I had so many memories at that space. So it is sad that it's closing down, but I know it's not the end. The people who were at that space made up what it really was. And I'm still connected with all of them.
I greatly appreciated the space you provided for us to unwind after a long week and explore the Bible, explore our faith, and mature our faith. I'm sure your active ministry will certainly survive you, perhaps germinate into something more beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean and Channchi. I'm really sad that CMA is going to be gone. I think it's really cool what you've done here. You've opened your arms to the whole Cal community, and I'm extremely thankful for it, and I know a lot of other students are as well. So thank you again, and please keep doing what you do for the community and continue to give back. It's really awesome what you're doing in the lives of others.
It's been a blessing to be here, and it's been so amazing just to get to know every single person that we've been able to get to know, and just being able to help in small ways, big ways, any way that we've been able to over the last few years.
I think campus ministry has a special place in our hearts, and we will continue to make ourselves available in whichever way we can.
If you're watching and you have any interest in doing secular campus ministry or campus ministry in general, you can always feel free to reach out to us. And so you'll see the email and contact info on this clip. And so feel free to reach out to us. We would love to talk and share anything that could be helpful as you actually if you're called to actually do campus ministry.
Happy moments roll when Jesus shows His smiling face. There is sunshine in the soul.